I used to think love was supposed to feel good. I mean, isn't that what we're all told? That when you're in love, you should feel safe, seen, cherished, even if things aren't perfect. But then again, maybe I believe the wrong things. Because the love I thought I had, it didn't feel like safety. Felt like a storm. Felt like chaos. Felt like chasing someone who was always running away. You came into my life like a whisper. Soft at first, barely there. Then louder. More persistent. You told me you were unhappy. That no one understood you like I did. That I made you feel alive again. And honestly, at first I resisted. I knew you were married. I knew you had a child. I knew the lines I wasn't supposed to cross. But you were convincing. You were charming. You were broken in ways that made me want to fix you. So I listened. I let you get close. I let you tell me how empty your marriage felt, how distant your wife had become, how trapped you were. You made me believe that I was the exception, that I was different, that what we had was real. And I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. But here's the thing, I wasn't your way out. I was your escape hatch. Your temporary distraction from a life you weren't ready to face. And I was stupid enough to believe otherwise. I remember the texts that came late at night when you couldn't sleep. The calls you made when she was in another room. The way you'd say, I wish I could be with you. Like it meant something. Like it gave me hope. Like it justified everything. And I let it. Because I wanted to believe that what we had mattered. That you loved me. That I was special. But deep down I knew the truth. I knew you weren't going to leave her. Not really. Because every time I pushed for more, you pulled back. Every time I asked for clarity, you gave me silence. Every time I said, "What are we?" you changed the subject. Because you weren't unhappy. You were addicted. Addicted to the attention. Addicted to the thrill. Addicted to the power of knowing you could make someone feel like they needed you, even when you weren't available. And I became addicted to your voice, to your touch, to the idea of us, even when the reality kept crumbling. Then came the guilt, the kind that sits heavy in your chest. The kind that makes you question your own morality. The kind that makes you wonder how you became someone who would do this. Someone who would allow herself to be the reason another woman lost her husband. Another child grew up without a father fully present. I started seeing your wife in my mind. Wondering if she knew. Wondering if she still loved you. Wondering if she ever looked at you and saw the same man I thought I knew. I imagined the house you lived in, the dinners you shared, the holidays you celebrated. And I realized, I was breaking something that wasn't mine to break. So I walked away. It wasn't easy. God, it wasn't easy. There were days I wanted to call you. Days I missed your voice so much it hurt. Days I convinced myself you'd change. That you'd come for me. That you'd choose me. But you never did. Because you weren't looking for love. You were looking for validation. For comfort. For someone to remind you that you were still desirable. Still wanted. Still capable of making someone feel something. And now I see it all so clearly. You weren't unhappy in your marriage. You were afraid to be happy. Afraid to work on it. Afraid to face the truth that maybe you're the problem. Not her. Not me. I don't hate you. I don't even resent you anymore. Pity you. Because you'll spend your whole life running from one person to the next, trying to find something that only exists when you're willing to show up as yourself. Fully, completely, unapologetically. And I've moved on. Not because I stopped loving you, but because I started loving myself more. I don't want your texts anymore. I don't want your calls. I don't want your half-hearted confessions or your desperate attempts to reconnect now that you realize I'm really gone. Have no room for you. Because I finally understand that what we had wasn't love. It was a distraction. A beautiful, painful, complicated distraction that kept me from building something real. Something healthy. Something honest. And now I'm doing that. I'm living for me. I'm healing. I'm growing. I'm learning how to trust again. How to open my heart again. Not with you. Not with someone who can't commit. Not with someone who hides behind excuses and addiction. With someone who shows up. Who chooses me. Who respects me. Who sees me. Not as an escape route but as home. So here's my message to you. Focus on your family. You're a married man. You made a vow. Honor it. Or end it. But stop pretending you want something real with me when you're not willing to fight for it. Stop calling. Stop texting. Stop trying to pull me back into your mess. Got out. I survived. I rebuilt. And I won't let you tear it down again. You're not the man I thought you were. You were never mine to begin with. And now I'm free. Forever. And you're just alone.